The sky, clear with not a cloud in sight, gave her hope. Jemima moved down the street, a bakery, a bookshop, occasional villagers, keeping her eyes peeled for likely gifts for Grandma. The high rise of 3-storey buildings on both sides funnelled her down towards the foot of the hill, where a blackthorn hedge looked over a wild field. A welly-wearing farmer emerged from the bakery, holding a loaf in a paper bag, and pulled out a handkerchief to blow his nose as he followed Jemima down the street. 2 mothers, one short and one long-haired, nattered, their toddlers making faces at each other. A dark-haired girl on the other side of the street frowned into a chunky mobile phone. Behind her, a black oak wheel rested against a wall. Above this, a circumspect sign said, "Carter's," and a larger one, in desperate red letters, "Sale now on." Through Carter's window, Jemima saw paintings, frames, and second-hand furniture, not the kind of antiques she wanted. Wondering if many shops in Merleton struggled for custom, Jemima continued down the road again, feeling sympathetic. Dad had been in the same situation, after all. Near the bottom end of Merleton was Gentry Lane, a narrow, uninviting alley. With no better ideas, Jemima entered, and halfway down saw Tippaine's Antiques, paintwork flaking from a single bay window next to a dirty, grey-coloured door with 4 grubby windows in its top half. She pushed at the door, resolving to get this over with, and wondering what else she could do with her day once she'd found something for Grandma. The air inside the shop was musty, stale, and almost chilly, but the shop's wares were exactly what Jemima had hoped for. Glass cabinets full of old curios and heirlooms, jewellery, foreign-looking fabrics, and sepia-tinged maps occupied most of the shop floor. On the walls, crimson and purple rugs were interspersed with the occasional animal head, badger, eagle, deer, fox, protruding from a crest. Though the colours should have made Jemima feel warm, they did not, what with the shop's almost deliberate resistance to admitting light. It felt a bit odd, too, to be the only person there. A golden bird cage hung from the ceiling, a handwritten price tag offering it for £500. Jemima looked at all the things around her with a sinking heart. Was everything this dear? Next to an old pedal sewing machine in black and gold, for £300, a display cabinet contained several ornate brooches. Thinking these might be what she was looking for, Jemima stepped closer to inspect. 3 looked suitable, 1 oval, 1 bound with diamonds in a gold flower, and 1 with pearls in it, but the latter, at a relatively cheap £50, was still well beyond Jemima's price range. One map on the wall looked about 100 years old. Merleton was written in calligraphic hand in the centre, and a town named Old Pier was at the bottom. Though its price tag said £125, Jemima's eye was caught by the presence of Grandma's house, north of the lake. The lake was fed into by a river running alongside the village. In the west were more houses and 2 churches, one by the river, another that seemed to be some way out on the moors. Jemima slid her hand along the cool surface of a smoothly varnished writing desk beneath the map. It had an inkwell and some small drawers at the back. "Don't touch!" Jemima jumped out of her skin.